И снова всем добрый день, с вами Дэн Будда, и мы продолжаем прохождение квеста Memoria, там же, где и закончили. Около стены, ведущей в старинную крепость. Итак, спросим про маску.
What will happen when I speak the incantation?
I don't remember exactly, but I know that it'll make him your servant, even with his hands free. He'll do whatever you ask of him.
Так, а формула?
I can't memorize the spell. It's too difficult.
Let me try. When the time comes, I'll tell you the words, and you can repeat them after me.
Договорились. Так, окаменевшие руки. Это-то зачем?
How did you turn his hands to stone?
With this spell.
Ага.
You can try it on the flower up there.
Давай попробуем.
And now, change it back.
Угу. Полезное заклинание.
I was right.
How much can this spell do?
For the moment, my strength is only enough for plants and small animals. There was a time when I probably could have petrified an entire person, but the years must have weakened me.
How is it that you remember that now?
I don't know that. I think it's these mountains. It's as if I've been here before. I carried Malakar's mask with me, and I was looking for a garden? That is all I remember.
If I succeed in placing the mask on Rahwan, perhaps we'll soon find out more.
Логично. А сад, наверное, сад забвения, в который запрещалось ходить. Так, снег.
No, I can barely feel my hands as it is.
Что у нас есть? Цветочек. Терновый кустик.
It's so dry. It's a miracle that it's still alive.
Может, мы с помощью него костерок можем разжечь?
I've got enough firewood.
Так, дрова у нее есть. Кострище.
I need some warmth. I'm about to freeze to death.
Дракончик.
The sight alone makes the blood freeze in your veins, doesn't it, mistress?
That's because of the icicles, not the statue.
Давайте его расколдуем.
I have to disappoint you once more. That isn't a frozen dragon. It's actually a statue.
Досадно. Ну, чувак, одевай маску. Где она, кстати?
It only works on people.
Так, ну я
Put the
начала.
mask on.
No, stay away from me with that.
You'll have to overpower him first.
I know. But how? I'm too exhausted to fight him. Besides, I'm cold. I desperately need something to warm me up.
Ну, давай разожжем костерок. У меня есть ветка. И у меня есть кремний.
It's too windy. I can't make a fire here.
Ну, это просто. Я так понимаю, надо терновый куст заколдовать. Ну что, согрелась?
Don't you want to sit by the fire too, Rahwan?
Cold is only in your head. Keep it out of your head, and you won't be cold.
Холод, говорит, у тебя только в голове. Трава. Я, кажется, понял задумку. Когда он сядет к огоньку, мы траву заколдуем, и все. Но он в него не сядет, потому что надо его к этому сподвигнуть. Так. Холодно. Холодно. И тоже холодно. Очень холодно. Вот ты попался, дурачок.
I've got you now.
Ну все, одевай маску.
Repeat after me. Вдан, фаскадан, эспластекватан.
Фадан, фаскватан, эс... плаздекватан. По-моему, вот это.
Fadan faskadan es plas de quatan.
Humirilo gras ferel goran.
Вот это, наверное.
Morilo gras ferel goran.
Hul bemutir kerul felan.
Hul bimutir gerul felan.
You've almost got it. One more verse. Juntir quatan felontir sodan.
Филунтир Содан. А, Филунтир, по-моему. Вот это.
Juntia quatan felontir sodan.
Remove the mask from him.
Hey, what's wrong with you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? Who am I?
What's wrong with him?
He has lost his memory.
Forever?
Yes, but is that not what you wanted? He no longer hates you. He will help you now.
There's nothing left of him. Without memories, he's just an empty husk. Not even he deserves such a fate.
But Princess,
Shut up. You've helped me, but this goes too far. As soon as I'm in Draconia, I'll throw you away.
How ungrateful you are, Princess. It'll be a pleasure to finally be rid of you.
Согласен. Неблагодарная принцесса.
Did I fall asleep again?
Thank you for the ruby, Gерон.
Who said that?
Упс. Что-то мне уже не хочется выходить, но придется.
By the 12.
Calm yourself, Gерон. I'm not here to hurt you.
Who are you?
The mask made the Fakina dull and empty. The princess loosened his bond and let him lift her over the last hurdle, and finally stood before the gates of Draconia.
What's going on here?
Do you want to solve the riddle, Gерон? Do you want to help Nuri?
Yes, but...
Then prove to me that you aren't stupid.
Prayer save me.
Draconia's gate is guarded by 6 elemental beings. 6 beings with 6 riddles, which Satyi had to solve.
Brothers and sisters are we, to each his element. Tell us who we are, and you too shall be known to us.
You heard them. Tell the grotesque faces which element belongs to each of them, just as Satyi once did. And the path to Draconia will also be open to you.
Понятно. Так, это непонятно кто. Ты демон. Так, ну мне кажется, вот это похож на ветер.
Like my sister, I am sometimes hot, sometimes cold, and always in motion. But unlike her, I am always the same. Who am I?
А, воздух, соответственно. Окей.
You are air.
Так, а ты кто?
Keep me far from my sister in the middle. First she steals my form, and then my substance. Who am I?
Подожди, а кто тут посередине-то?
Keep me fed, or I will vanish away. Keep me in check, or I will harm you. Who am I?
Ну так понятно. Ты, соответственно, огонь, а он лед.
You are fire.
Keep me far from my sister in the middle. First she steals my form, and then my substance. Who am I?
Лед.
You are ice.
Так. Вот еще.
I know the world like no other. One can reach through me, and yet I hide the greatest secrets. Who am I?
Ну, кстати, похоже на воду. И пройти можно, по-моему, только через воду. Через землю и руду уже как-то вряд ли.
You are water.
Так осталась земля и руда.
Of all my siblings, I was the last to come into being. I give life to all. Yet, as I give, I also take back. Who am I?
Наверное, из земли все выходит, и в землю все заходит. Земля тогда.
You are earth.
Ну, а ты руда.
I am the sister with the greatest patience. I shape my treasures for eons and bear the face of the world. Who am I?
Руда.
You are ore.
Получилось.
It is done. The gate to Draconia is now open to you.
I don't see anything.
Step closer.
Ну, подойду сейчас.
Huh? Is he also petrified? He's holding something in his hand. A book.
Gheron, are you here?
Brider.
Блин, ну куда ты побежал?
Ah, you're still here. Is Ulrich upstairs?
No, he's lying back there on the floor. The heap of dust.
You can't be serious.
Maybe you should sit down. I have to show you something.
Покажем ей.
Oh, interesting. It's a diary written by an air elementalist who lived in Draconia during Sadia's times. Here, the upcoming battle in the Gorian desert, the holy army outside our gates. We were also called upon to play a part in this unparalleled bloodbath.
Do you think the book will give us a clue how to find the way to Draconia?
Oh, Gheron, the book is the way to Draconia, just as any book could be a gate. Oh, this looks like a good passage. Boron 19th, 590 after Bosporan's fall.
И мы переходим в 5 главу. Это круто.
I was on my way to the laboratories of the Auradepts when Admiral Wahim caught me by surprise in the main corridor.
Your attitude is unacceptable, Xerxes. In 3 days, the demon hordes will fall upon Aventuria. If my army is destroyed, then it'll be your ignorance which brought us down.
Oh, Admiral, I know, but you exaggerate. We are simple elementalists. We've withdrawn to these halls because the concerns of the world weary us. We're not warriors.
You command the elements. You could set whirlwinds upon the enemy hordes with your spirits, or an infernal firestorm. Keshalri itself attests to your power.
Floating stones are one thing. War is another. You'll have to fight your little skirmish alone.
I repeated my words of the day before. emphasized that we didn't see a threat to the balance of the spheres, and even permitted myself a small, sophisticated pun on the military zeal of our times, which, to my disappointment, went over his head. And then the spirits at the gate suddenly opened the portal.
Oops.
Are you expecting someone?
No.
Welcome to the Council of the Elements. How, can I help you?
Так, Дракония.
Is this Draconia?
Yes, the Council of the Elements in Draconia. You require the services of an elementalist?
Представимся.
My name is Sadia. I come from Fazar.
Fazar?
A long way. Did you come the whole way on foot?
Yes.
Пошли сражаться.
I'm here to join the Holy Army. I want to fight in the Gori.
I'm afraid I have nothing to do with that.
Let me know if you learn any more about him.
What can you do? Can you fight? Use magic?
У нас есть маска.
I'm looking for a prince. I'm supposed to give him this mask.
Satis, take her to the prince.
But I'd rather...
At once.
If you'd follow me... I must admit we are a bit, how shall I put it, surprised by your arrival. Not many people stray here. To be honest, it's also a blessing for me. The Admiral is beginning to get on my nerves. Did you know that Draconia was built by dragons? All the wonders of this world in one place. And behind every passageway lies a new surprise. And that man wants us to drop everything and fight in his ridiculous little war. Can you imagine it? May I ask what's so special about this mask?
Она похищает воспоминания людей.
It takes away people's memories and turns them into slaves.
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
I was told to bring it here. That's all I know.
It looks very old. I hope you have healthy lungs. This stairway is horrible.
Что тут заглючило? Ну да ладно.
And here's another ancient wonder that leaves us absolutely awestruck. A star system, but fascinatingly not our own. Who built it? And why? Does it show the past or a distant future? I propose that it shows both.
Возможно. Сделано красиво.
And another staircase. Ah, the zucchini. I love zucchini.
Why is Draconia so empty? I thought you were about to go to war. Where's the army?
Wrong. We, that is the Council, have decided to stay out of this war. We're being pressured to change our minds, but as long as the balance of the spheres isn't disturbed, we see no reason to do so.
Надо нарушить его.
Does that mean there's no army here?
Yes, there is. Over there. The Flying Fortress Keshalri. A masterpiece of elemental air magic.
Красота.
Do you have any more questions before I take you to the prince?
Дай поболтаем.
Who is the prince?
The fortress is carried by hundreds upon hundreds of air spirits bound in special crystals, so-called floating stones. The prince is a master of domination magic. He ensures that the spirits remain in the stones and do what is asked of them.
But why a prince?
As Admiral Vahim always puts it so nicely, in times like these, one takes what one can get.
The Holy Army is in the fortress?
Yes, an entire army of clerics.
Блин.
What's wrong with your legs?
I was born with very weak legs. So weak that they didn't grow with the rest of my body. Since then, an air spirit has carried me through life.
Понятно.
Take me to the fortress. I must see this prince.
And once again, you draw hasty, false conclusions. The prince is no longer in the fortress, but rather here, in this hole. Take my hand. Right, there we are. I lured you into a pretty trap, eh? Yes, the prince is a prisoner, and yes, you played into his hands. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Заключенный принц?
What did he do?
He tampered with the floating stones of the flying fortress. He is evil, and thus we've taken him prisoner. You don't know anything about this?
Нет.
This room is a prison?
Draconia has no dungeon, so we had to do a bit of thinking. We're directly above the sphere's observatory here. The magic of the observatory keeps the matrix of this room stable, which makes it impossible to do magic here. You understand the principle?
No.
Well, it's really quite simple.
А маска?
What does the prince want with the mask?
Who knows? I didn't even know until now that such an artifact existed.
Let me go. I brought the mask here under a misunderstanding. I'm innocent.
I know. On the way up here, I cast a few spells on you. I know that you mean no evil. Before I let you go, give me the mask, your staff, and the dagger.
Иначе, в общем, не отпущу. Но что-то глючит очень конкретно. Так, если с принцем поговорить.
Please stay away from him. Or I'll have to push you into the abyss.
How droll.
Так, а можно ли что-то сделать? А ничего нельзя сделать, все заклинания пропали. Ну, придется отдавать. Посох.
And now the dagger.
И кинжал. Но, скорее всего, нас тут бросит. Гад такой.
I'll be right back.
Whoever you are, thank you for bringing it here.
Had I known you were behind this, I would have thought twice about it. Hello, Kasim. It's me, Sadia.
Sadia? Sadia, how long has it been?
Since you had me thrown out of the palace. Long enough to leave those times behind me.
As if anything has changed since then. I'm still the sole heir of the Mogul dynasty. And you're nothing.
That's where you're mistaken. I'll go into battle against the demon hordes, and I will triumph. All of Avestan will know my name, and everyone will fall to their knees before me in awe.
You really believe that? You can't change who you are, Sadia. You'll always be the same person you always were. Second class. Insignificant. My name, on the other hand, my name will be immortal.
Душевный такой разговор.
Take my hand. I'll take you to a more comfortable place.
How do you think they knew each other?
He is a prince, she's a princess. Maybe they're siblings. Yet I still couldn't find any malevolence in her. In order to keep an eye on her, I commanded one of my invisible air spirits to continue watching her. Aha!
I'll leave you alone now. Get some rest. You'll need your strength tomorrow when we send you home.
I didn't come here only to be sent back.
You were the instrument of a traitor. I doubt Admiral Vahim's going to welcome such a person to his fortress.
Let me talk to him.
There's water on the table. I'll have fresh vegetables brought to you soon. We'll meet again at dawn. Good night.
If you won't talk to the Admiral, then I'll do it myself.
And please stay in your room.
No.
Да уж, недушевный прием. Что у нас хорошего? Можем сварить на крепость.
How? They locked me up in here.
Так, у нас есть вино, бинт и рубин. Цветочек есть.
It feels like wax.
Искусственный, что ли? Поспать?
Never. I'm tired. But if I fall asleep, they'll take me back to Fazar at dawn. That must not happen.
Ну, надо рисковать.
And now, please go back and sleep.
Да. Так, ну что, польем растение вином.
No.
Нет. Так, что еще можем сделать? Рубин использовать.
No.
А бинт?
No.
Да что ты будешь делать?
Never. I'm tired. That must not happen.
Так, что-то у меня никаких идей.
The leaves are swaying in the wind, but there's no wind here.
Что это?
Hey, you're an air spirit, aren't you?
Иди ко мне.
Come to me.
Что он не хочет с нами говорить? Может быть, помоги мне?
I need your help. Can you carry me the way the air mage is carried?
Нет, не хочет. А, может быть, поиграй со мной?
Let's play.
Давай сыграем. Давай потанцуем.
Let's dance.
Давай полетаем.
Let's fly.
Я чувствую, в порядке придется играть. Это очевидно.
Let's play hide and seek.
Спрячь меня от магов.
We'll both hide from the mages. What shall we do? They would find us right away in this room.
Упс. Так, а где мы находимся? А, мы можем в любое место попасть. Вау! Гостевая комната. Главный зал нам не надо. Левое окно, правое окно. В обсерваторию. На крышу. Давай на крышу. Так, а тут у нас ничего и нет.
You are the woman from Fazar, correct? Weren't you sent to your room?
Isn't that strictly my business?
I'll just ask Xerxes.
Неудача. Обсерваторию. Так, сфера. Перед нами какая-то загадка.
The horns can be turned. The horns can't be turned towards each other. The horns can't be turned towards each other.
То есть есть три горна. и сферы. Посмотрим. А, надо наводить на сферы. Интересно, какая правильная последовательность.
What kind of sound is that? I've never heard anything like it.
Похоже, что-то это значит, какая-то музыкальная композиция.
The horns can't be turned towards each other.
Давай на эту. Как-то надо нарушить баланс сфер.
It sounds like a whisper.
Может, можно еще тише сделать? Так, стой.
The horns can't be turned towards each other.
Так, тут ничего нет. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь, 8, 9, 10. А если на эту? Так понимаю, мы должны как-то войти в резонанс. Так, тут надо подумать. И, соответственно, у нас нарушится баланс сфер.
Now it's gone.
Так, значит, вот это было
What
правильно.
kind of sound is that? I've never heard anything like it. What kind of sound is that? I've never heard anything like it.
Так, а какие у нас еще есть варианты?
What kind of sound? I've never heard anything like it.
Так, что-то у меня нет никаких идей пока что по этой загадке, но тупо перебирать все комбинации. Так, а если сюда?
There it is again.
Кто-то говорит. А если все три на одну? Что-то странное.
The horns can't be turned towards each other. The whisper is getting louder.
Так, осталось чуть-чуть.
You must find the garden. The name is in the garden, and without the name, the mask is worthless.
I know, but where shall I begin? No one here knows where it is, let alone whether it even exists.
It does exist, but to find it, you need the mask. I'm so close. While the most powerful men in Avestan smash heads in the Gorian desert, I'll restore the realm of my fathers, and there will be no one left to stand in my way.
Is this the same garden the staff spoke of? What is Kasim planning?
Что-то нехорошее. Так, гостевую комнату, в правое окно.
Success.
Так, ну ладно, закончим на этом серию и продолжим в следующей. Всем пока.